Hello, my name is Swiss Bianco. In this video I will show the rocket stove, how we boil the first time water in a second pan in the first pan. So that's a trick I saw online. Basically we have the rocket stove that use really little wood, small amount of wood, and create a heck of a lot of heat without much smoke. There is a video on my YouTube channel, and we added on the first pan here that sits directly on the fire, and this is a cast metal pan, and inside is this aluminum pan here, basic aluminum. The aluminum we could not put directly on the fire, it would melt down, and in between the two pans we have this silver color metal. It's basically a ring that holds the alu pan and the cast iron pan together without touching. So there is an amount of water between the two pans, and of course in the middle, in the aluminum pan, is water right now too. This is a test for boiling, has to test out how it works. It's the first time I tested out, and this is the video about it. So we see already the water is boiling, has the boiling temperature reached, and between, how should I explain, it's basically in the middle pan would be the food, like a soup, like water that you want to boil for drinking, purify the water, or you would make ravioli or something like that in the aluminum pan in the middle. And because the water is between the big cast iron pan and the smaller aluminum pan, the heat, the amount of heat in the transfer between the two pans is regulated by the water itself. That means that in the middle pan, in the aluminum pan, basically the food will cook for you without stirring, without burning on the pan, because the critical temperature will be never reached as high up that it would actually burn on the pan. So that's the idea about this, and hopefully that works like that, and I'm gonna test it out the second time with actual real food in it. So that's the basic idea about that. I think it's pretty clever, because you could leave the food alone and basically only have to look with the wood that you put into the rocket stove that the heat get steady on. As we see, it's still boiling pretty well, and I'm gonna stop it for now. I'm just gonna show how that looks. So the stuff is hot, so be careful. I'm gonna empty the water. We see how it boils in here, and then we see here the ring. It's a simple welded together ring that I made that hold the pan, the small pan, into the big pan. Now the other pan, the handle, is going to be hot, because that is directly on the fire, and as I take the camera off the tripod, we see here how much how the temperature is. That is boiling water, that's not the smoke of the fire. And the fire is still going on. I put the divider piece in between there to have the maximum heat transfer between the pan and the rocket stove. So for now I can't touch the pan. It's not needed like that anyhow. We just let the fire go down. And you see, go a bit below, yes, you see still there is a lot of fire going. The top chamber is for the fire, the lower chamber is basically for let the air in. So you see it's still a great fire with absolute small wood. I just used crab wood. Yeah, that much about how to cook and boil on the rocket stove. Next time we're gonna make quite likely a ravioli on it, and that will be part number 3 of this rocket stove video.